Welcome to my another video. I'm gonna show you how to change the oil in your Mercedes CLC 220 CDI. I think it's the same in C-Class, so we're not gonna drain it from the sump. We'll use this port. To drain the oil, we'll use the oil pump, which you can buy in any shop, or any cheap shop or car shop, and we'll connect it to the positive port here and negative just anywhere, in this case here. So that's the pump. I bought it in supermarket, believe it or not. Yeah, very cheap stuff. So the positive port goes in here, and the negative I'll connect to that wire which is connected to the chassis. You can use this port, and this is actually, that's what it's for, to jump start your car. So that's something worth knowing. And check the pump if it's working. Yeah, it is. So now put the tube inside where the dipstick should be. In this car there's no dipstick. The oil level is being measured electronically. Push it until you can feel the resistance, and the other tube goes into your bottle or whatever you will collect the oil to. Start the pump, and at first it goes slowly until it reaches the pump, and then it speeds up. And it doesn't really take long to pump all the oil out. Make sure the oil is warm and the engine is warm, not hot but warm. It goes much better and easier. You can unscrew the oil cap. That will help to drain the oil quicker. After draining the oil, you will have to unscrew the oil filter. You have to use the oil filter removal tool, which looks like this. Check the position of your oil filter. In this case, 25 Newton meters engraving is pointing towards that bolt, so I will remember that. It will be useful when you will be screwing the filter back in. So put the removal tool on top of the cup. Do it gently and make sure you are not rushing. Just be patient, and after few turns you'll be able to unscrew it with your fingers. Keep on unscrewing it. Take note that I'm doing this with one hand, and you should do it with one hand only, and it has to be your left hand as well. If you do it with both hands or with the right hand, you will get an ulcer on your duodenum. Make sure you put some cloths around the filter. This is to prevent any spillages to go on your engine or on your poly V belt. Pull it out. As you can see, it's dripping oil a little bit. It looks awful, but that's how it looks really. This is diesel, so your oil will always look black. That's how it looks after I removed the filter from the housing, and I've cleaned it all up nicely. I need to clean this bit as well. That's the oil filter I'm using. It's not any paid promotion, anything like that. I just bought it. I think these are good ones, and they fit my car. I've used MAN before. That was the previous one, actually just removed. It comes with 3 O-ring gaskets, which you have to change as well. After removing the old gaskets, you have to put the new ones on. Take note again, I'm doing this with one hand and it's my left hand. and I advise you to do it the same way. If you won't do it like that, I think Lady Gaga's dog might disappear again. Once you've pushed it all the way down, it will fit nicely in that groove. Proceed to the middle gasket. Use one hand only, preferably left hand. If you want to do this, your car will be turning to the right from Monday to Friday. The last gasket is the easiest one. If you won't do it with one hand, your son might come one day and tell you that he just became a superhero and his name is One Sock Man. Now, once you got all the gaskets in place, put the filter in, just press it firmly. Do it obviously with one hand. If you won't do it with one hand, your neighbor will get vaccinated instead of you. Once you've done all of this, put the filter back in and screw it in all the way down. You can whistle occasionally. It will help to keep all the plants pollen away if you're allergic to it. Now I screwed it all in and I'm trying to tighten up as much as I can. One hand only. But I know that it's not all the way down, so I have to put the filter removal tool back on it and try to gently screw it in the whole turn. As you can see, the 25 Newton meters is pointing the bolt as it was pointing before I removed it, but I could see the gap underneath the filter and the engine. That tells me it should get one turn more. So I'm pushing a little bit more slowly. You have to be very gentle at this point. Some people oil the gaskets, put some of the new oil on them. I'm checking where the 25 Newton meters engraving is on the filter cup. I can see it will require about quarter turn and it should be right in the position where it was before I removed it. As you can see, I can't push it anymore. And as you can see, it's back in the position and I couldn't turn it anymore, so I could feel it quite nicely. Again, it's not paid promotion. That's the oil that has been recommended by Mercedes when I was doing the service in one of their garages. So I think it's the best oil for that model. It depends on where you live, so you need to actually check it. So fill it in with oil. Wipe off all the spillages. Obviously, if you're not careful enough or you're just careless and you're doing everything with one hand, just like me, because you don't want winter to last all year, or you lost the funnel, make sure it's all nicely cleaned. Start the engine and let it run for good 10-15 minutes before you start driving it. Kill the time by watching your son playing with the steering wheel. As you can see, the engine was running for 11 minutes now, and the coolant temperature is just above 40, so we can go for a drive. Now turn the key off, then turn it twice to the second position, 1, 2, and now go to the odometer on your dashboard screen and put the key back in the first position and press the reset button 3 times. It will show you the battery voltage. Because we've been using the oil pump directly connected to the battery, I just wanted to know if the battery is still okay. In this case, yeah, it was 13 volts, which is quite fine. Now to check the oil level after it reached its operational temperature after a short drive, you have to go to odometer and scroll all the way up to the oil. At this point, it didn't let me see it because it was too early. The car needs to stay switched off for a while, and then it will let you to measure the exact oil level. So I've tried to do it again, and it let me straight away. So it's measuring the oil level now, and the oil level is okay. That's all right. Lastly, to reset the service A, you have to go to service A, just above the oil measurement, and you have to press the reset button and hold it for 3 seconds. It will give you this screen, so press it again and hold for 3 seconds, and the service interval has been reset. Thanks for watching.